scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul and seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons.
Hello, hi there, and welcome to my crazy world. Yes, it's me, Elle, and today we're going to talk about something that I think has been showing a little bit more than usual these past couple of weeks. Well, if it hasn't been evident for yourselves, it's been pretty evident for me. But first of all, look, wide eyes, skeleton with big wings, because I like wings. Anyway, yes, what's been evident lately is the fact that my fibro has been playing up a fair amount. Actually, it's been playing up lots more than a fair amount. Unfortunately, it's been playing up so much that even Wednesday I didn't do anything, and it's been a pain in the bum when I've been talking to you guys, and you've probably noticed that words don't come to me very readily, shall we say. Some days I'm good, some days not so good, and some days I'm just rotten. Yeah, and that's the life and love of being a fibromyalgia person. Fibro is a pain just about anywhere on any given day. It'd be funny if it wasn't true. I know that some of you saw my first video about fibro, but today it's just having a bit of a chit chat about living with it and a bit of an update, which is not really an update because it's just as bad as it was. It's just at the moment it's playing up a little bit more. Like I said, things don't get done. If you can see my room, it looks like a bomb's hit it, but there's a cat. It's just unfortunately something that I live with. I've just found out that I've also got the start of a little bit of arthritis in my knees, so yay for me. Yeah, this is not a woe is me, it's just trying to catch up and let you know that there's a thing called fibrofog, and it's a part of living with fibromyalgia. There's so many more people out there these days that have got it. Before it was poo-pooed and you were made to feel like you were a bit of a twit or going nutty because doctors just wouldn't accept that you weren't feeling well and there was a reason for it, not just because you're feeling lazy. As I said, pain travels from one end of your body to the other for no real purpose, just because it can, I suppose. And excuse that. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it. Just live with it. Take my painkillers, and hope that they kick in at the right time. So there's some days where I meet up with people, and it's going to happen even more so, well, more frequently now that summer's coming in. I will be walking around as much as I can, minding my own business, and then all of a sudden, excuse me, oh beautiful, yeah, I'll be walking around and all of a sudden when my tablets start kicking in, I look like I've just walked out of a shower. That's just the fun part of having fibro, or actually my medication that I'm on, and the way it kicks in, it does that for me. I know that once I start, sweating profusely, yeah, I must be in pain, and 9 out of 10, I am. I'm in a lot of pain. Going to the shops is a joke in itself. Luckily, I'm blessed with having children that are there for me. Eric is always there for me. In the morning, when I have to get up in the morning, he's there. I have to wake him up to give me a hand, especially even more so now that my knees are playing up. Yeah, a day in the life is sometimes just laying in bed, feeling very dissatisfied with the whole situation, but knowing that there's nothing I can do about it. It's just the joys of having this disease, if you want to call it a disease. What fibromyalgia actually is a form of arthritis, but not in your bones as such. It's to do with your motor neurons and all the wiggly wagglies and goobers and stuff that go on in your body, like from your brain downwards. Just a sweet little bit of information in I mean, I could go into it and you'll end up falling asleep and boring yourself to tears watching this and think, why is she complaining? She can move. Yeah, I can move. I can go shopping, but if I say, for example, go to Aldi. Now, Aldi is not your Coles or Woolies, that is a large shopping area. Yeah, it's not a big shop, shall we just say, in comparison to Coles and Woolies. And by the time I'm halfway through, I'm just about ready to, you know, give it all up. By the time I finish all of it, I'm just about in tears and can't get to the car fast enough so I can sit down and just sit. And getting into the car is a joke in itself. So, and when I walk, I look like I've pooed myself, or if I don't look like I've done that, I look like I've been having a good old drinky poos. Well, poos, yeah. No, just, it looks like I'm drunk because I don't walk a straight line. I zigzag all over the place because of my balance, and that goes with part of the fibro. And it's such a wonderful little thing to own and have. I'm on several different pages of Facebook to do with fibro, but then I stopped looking at them because I know I'm not the worst one out there, but you know, there's some people that just don't get it and they go on, and it's like, why are you complaining? You're still alive. Yeah, I'm still alive and I'm breathing, and there's way more people that are so much worse off than I am, and they get it together and go, and kudos to them and accolades left, right and centre. But I unfortunately am not. And it's not about strength, it's more about the things that go along with it. The fibro also hits depression, anxiety, and yeah, there's people out there that say, well, you know, blah blah blah, get over yourself, depression is just no, depression is not it's, I'm not depressed that I want to kill myself or anything. I'm depressed because I know what I used to do and how much I used to do, and I look at myself now and I think, what a waste of time. Whereas, you know, going back in 2000s, I was running around like a mad chook, you know, without a head, and no complaints, no nothing. 2006 comes up, and everything started to go downhill from there. By 2008, I was diagnosed with fibro, and mind you, I had to go to Centrelink and let them know that, you know, I could work, but I couldn't work as much as I used to. And they said, well, what's wrong with you? And I said, these are all the pains. And I had to go and pretty much jump through hoops to prove that I wasn't just putting it on. In the end, I went to an arthritis specialist, and he was the one who diagnosed me with fibro, and he just turned around and said, right, if you want to know all about it, go onto the arthritis website, the Australian one, and it will tell you bits and pieces of what you can have and feel and everything else. And oh my gosh, it was pretty spot on. And then went to Centrelink, told them and said, by the way, I've got fibromyalgia. And they said, well, why didn't you say that in the first place? And I said, well, didn't know until I was just diagnosed by the specialist. And so luckily I yeah, which is really wonderful when you're only 50, or not even, back then. And it's like, well, that's my lot in life, and get on with it. So yeah, some days I'm pretty pitiful, and I try not to be around people when that happens, because nobody should see anyone being down, because it just brings everybody down basically. Well, that's how I feel. And so I just turn around and live my life, and on my good days you will see me and I will have a smile on my face, and life is good. And when you don't see me around for a little while, you know that there's a good chance that I'm trying to keep away and just not be seen. So yeah, that's my sort of little bit of a zigzag explanation of what's going on. I know it's spooky season and I'm supposed to be ha ha ha, wonderful, wonderful, but I thought, no, you guys have been listening to me and wondering what the hell is wrong with you. You know, I sit there and try and find words. Well, that's part and parcel of fibro. It's called fibro fog. I think I already mentioned that. That's the other thing. Memory is a up and down hill. Some days I can remember a lot of things, and then some days I can't even remember what I had for breakfast. Although today I had peanut butter sandwiches. Thank you very much, Mitch. Mwah! So yeah, but yeah, so I just thought I'd update you on some of the things that are going on. Sorry that it's a little bit of a, not sad sack, but just trying to let you know what's going on, and I'm not losing my mind. Well, I lost that years ago, so yeah. Yeah, bit of an update. And I just want to thank you guys for staying with me and watching, and hopefully you will stay with me a little bit longer. I didn't post on Wednesday because of things, and if you see that come up, just know that I'm still okay. It's just obviously life has got ahead of me and I haven't been able to catch up. So anyway, enough of this. Guess what tomorrow is? Today is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. Ha! Wow, good guessing. No. Tomorrow is Halloween. Yes, folks, it is the 31st of October, the biggest day in my life, and I don't know if we're going to have trick-or-treaters. There's a lot of kids around my area, but yeah, don't know. Might have people, might not. So yeah, we will see. But I might post something tomorrow and in lieu of Wednesday. Then again, I might not. We'll see how it goes. But meanwhile, I'm just going to stop waffling. If you've got any questions, like, you know, other things that I might not have mentioned, or you want to know something about the way I do things or have things or something or other, I don't know. Just, if you've got any questions, give me a buzz. I'm not going to jump down your throat. I'm not going to get mad or upset, because if I can tell you, I can tell you. Yeah. If you feel so inclined to subscribe, down there, subscribe. If you're not a subscriber already, please join me and live in my crazy world with me. Hit the like button, because that thumb up lets me know that there's good things going on. If you dislike, you put a thumbs down as well, I don't mind. At least I know that what I've been talking about you don't want to listen to, so I'll talk about something else. We're going to get back into some make-upping and stuff and get back into the swing of things. And also, as I said last week, I've actually been doing stuff to pick myself up out of the rut that I'm in, and I might even show you some of that stuff when I think it's worthwhile showing, because I'm still a beginner. So that'll be coming up somewhere along the line. But meanwhile, take care. Look after each other, treat others as you would like to be treated, and take care, stay safe, wash your hands, and wear your mask, and just live life to the fullest, because you don't know when things are going to drag you down when you least expect it. And there's a lady I know that is marvellous with the life that she leads. It's not what she would classify it as 100%, but she's got a loving family and a loving husband, and that makes a lot of difference in your world. Alright, enough. Goodbye, take care, bye bye, and have a happy Halloween tomorrow, and get all your ghouls and spookies and everything else out and enjoy. Bye.